Well, hi. Welcome to my channel. My name's Tristan. This is Midnight Fish, and today I'm doing a Midnight Fish reading, which is for water signs: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or if you've got water in your chart, or if you're just feeling a bit watery today. We'll start the reading off with a card from my mom, see what she's got to say today. Oh, I love this card. Number 9. Happiness in you from the flowers scent. The outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. I don't really need to explain that card. Just nice things. Maybe somebody will buy you some flowers. It's always nice to get flowers, if they're the kind you like. Alright, let's roll these sleeves up and dive in. It's really sunny today. I think there's a couple more days of freezing cold, and then it's supposed to warm up again for about a week, maybe longer. If you look at videos of the jet stream, it just goes whoosh, whoosh. So it's gonna be like cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. It's gonna drive us crazy. But at least I don't need to wear 50 million layers. Oh, Frankenstein again, fire. And the deep, that's Jaws, one of my favourite films. Really well filmed. And I like the fact that when the director got a look at the shark, he was so embarrassed by how bad it looked as a puppet. They had to develop a new way of trying to represent the shark in the film, and so they decided on that direct point of view where you just going through the sea and there's that creepy music playing, which is very effective. Sometimes problems can lead to better solutions. Yeah. All right, The Deep. Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. It's 1975. You're going to need a bigger boat. These two have come out together before, I think. You're going to need a bigger boat. Experts and authorities can prove unreliable, especially when their status, reputation, or self-regard factor into their actions. When made aware of a deeper problem lurking below our surface perceptions, the first instinct may be to seek such help. Even so, it may ultimately be up to us to blow this thing out of the water. Okay, so something's happening that's quite dramatic and dangerous, perhaps. Saying you can't only rely on the authorities. They don't often always fix problems or bring justice, because maybe they're trying to hide something. Sometimes you have to go to the papers with something, you know, I don't know. Hopefully nothing that dramatic's happening in your life. Preparation is key, your own preparation most of all. Okay, so your preparation. Don't trust the authorities to solve the problem. Frankenstein, James Whale, 1931. Rawr. Okay, yeah. It wasn't your decision to burn everything down. This card's come up a lot. Misunderstanding, miscommunication, assumption of the worst, fear, ignorance. This is the kindling. And while it can take a village to really stack all of that up, once one person puts a torch to it, it'll all end in flames. Consider, though, that fire can also bring rebirth. An ash-nourished forest grows again and mark a new beginning. Let it all come down, something new will arise. Wow. All right, whatever's going on in your life is very dramatic. Who's getting burnt? Who's the monster? Gosh, day 2 and it's already quite hectic. Day 2 of being back. I thought I'd crack out the Bosch deck again. It has been a while since I used it. I should probably give it a really good shuffle. Mistress of Terror underneath, which is the High Priestess. She's quite scary. All right, let's do a shuffle. I'm not a card shark. I just used to sit alone in my bedroom with playing cards as company for quite a large portion of my childhood. Either that or books. Latchkey children, isn't it? More responsibility at a younger age. And they didn't have iPads and Xboxes back then. Because I'm old. And everything came a bit later in South Africa as well, technology-wise. Films as well, you always had to wait. You'd hear about this amazing film. Page of Coins, King of Coins, sorry, I saw Miss Ping. All right. This is the lonely rich man in the bed. Or woman, depending on your gender. Hoarding, inheritance, unwillingness to share. Kings of the East, stability, authority, gifts, male power. Paris Gates, troublemaker, confidence, fun and enjoyment. That's quite opposing energies. What's going on then? So this is a 9 cards, 3 rows each, 3 cards each, past, present, future. So in the past you got the Christ Child, Prince of Vessels, and the River to Hell, of course. Wow, okay. Gosh. At present you got the Ace of Coins, the Grail Knight, wow, and the Knight of Skates. Page of Skates was underneath. And then in the future we've got Death. Flipping heck, you've got a heavy reading today, whoever you are. Collective, they call them, isn't it? Is that the lingo? Queen of Books. Not that anyone's watching. And Sin of Wrath. It's the man with the table and he says, all my favourites are out. So it looks like the past was very difficult. I don't know if this is the recent past or if this has been going on a long time. The River to Hell is 9 swords, a tower, and death, I think, or is it the devil? I mean, they might as well, yeah, death's come up anyway, yeah, so it's the devil. So it's your worst impulses, all your obsessive, like, thoughts, all the devil urges, and then, like, traumatic change, but also overthinking about it. So it's not a pleasant place to be. That's why it's called the River to Hell. I always think this is a bit much in this deck. It's like, did you really have to make a card so severe? Difficulty, struggles. Yeah, it's description, isn't that ominous? But the Christ Child. Is this the sun? I think it is. It's like Jesus before he grew up. I can't remember what the corresponding energy was. Just give me 1 second. Oh yes, it is the sun. I am right. Yes, baby steps. So it's like this, the first steps on. Wow, so like you're going through this massive change and you're taking these first steps on becoming something different almost. Not necessarily holy. There is a religious aspect here with the Prince of Vessels, which is like the Knight of Cups, basically. Charity, kindness, being loving. Must be quite hard. It would have been quite hard to hold that energy through a River to Hell. Let's see what the deck has to say. I'm using the Wildwood Tower, Six of Swords. So yeah, transition, journey, this journey. So you've been on a long journey. Perhaps you've found some comfort in some sort of spiritual or religious belief, because it's a religious or spiritual figure. Charity and kindness. That's a little nun, and there's a monk. He's having that's a little cup of beer. Yeah, he's got some hay in the bag there. Is it a monk? Is that rosary? I don't know. So maybe through this process of going through the River to Hell, you were rebirthed. Some sort of new beginning. 6 of Cups. Is it like a reunion with your own inner child? Yeah, and the Hermit. 8 of Swords, struggle. Emperor. Woodward. Strength. So it's like Yeah, a reunion with yourself, with your own inner child, maybe. Quite a struggle. Must have been quite trapped you in your head a bit. But you've got through it, I think. The home, 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. It's freed you in a way that you feel more contented in your home, whatever this process was. You feel like that car, the Mustang in the plains in America, wherever they come from. And it's allowed you to take more stable action in your 3D world. But it's not slow and it's not fast. He's just in his element, or she. Cool. So that was the past, yes. And then it seems like what helped you through this journey as well is the Prince of Vessels, this Knight of Cups energy. Right, gosh. A journey. Yeah, so this journey, this is death, come up twice. Endurance. It was very cold and lonely. You had a little fire, but like scary, dark. But like you knew you had the inner strength to go through it. Yeah, you have this inner strength, which is your own cup, your Ace of Cups, the Waters of Life. It's very different pictures there. It's like, even though you were in this place where it felt cold and lonely, you knew the truth of what's inside you is just an abundance of love and energy. Three of Bows, fulfillment, that you can reach fulfillment, clear out problems. Yeah. So along this journey, so you could only get the spiritual help after something inside you had perhaps died, some aspect of yourself, habits, Knight of Swords, Hawk, and the King of Cups. Yeah. So this might be a figure in your life, a Knight of Swords figure, somebody hawkish, somebody who sees things for what they are very clearly. And also then very loving and emotionally mature, this person, this Knight of Swords. Or it could be that whatever connection you made either with religion or spirituality, or with a spiritual figure or religious figure, like a person, like a priest or whatever it is, could be 100 different things, depends on what religion you're in. They enabled you to tap back into those aspects of yourself. So your King of Cups, your mature emotional side, and then a Knight of Swords, which is a more clear thinking action. You know, the person who takes action is because they know exactly what's going on. Not like a Knight of Wands, which might take erratic, spontaneous action, which is required sometimes. But this is very stable energy, which I suppose you would have needed to get through this journey through hell. Oh, okay. Yeah, 9 of Stones. Tradition. You've had to stay very independent throughout this. And delve deep into hidden emotions that you've hidden from yourself or from others. Things you haven't looked at for many years, perhaps. Feelings you've repressed. Yeah. Perhaps that was the river to hell itself, is the meeting of these emotions. So let's see, what was this river to hell? Might tell us how it impacted you or what it was about. A King of Pentacles, a lone wolf, somebody with lots of money. Okay. 9 of Wands, respect. 6 of Swords, transition. A dream. Knight of Cups again. Queen of Swords. Very all right, let's see what's shaman. Okay. Okay, so this is we've got the Magician and the Lovers, the Forest Lovers, and here we have the King of Pentacles. And quite a big story under here. Something about respect. This looks like you were going through some sort of breakup or a relationship that was not very good for you. Somebody who was casting spells on you. And I say that in the sense of perhaps lying to you, deceiving you, not doing the right thing. It's all a bit of smoke and mirrors. A lone wolf wanting respect. Somebody with money. I don't know. Chasing your dreams. Something about commitment as well. It's very confusing under here. I can't read that at all. I don't know what that is. That's so strange. It's almost like it's blocked. Yeah, a river to hell through a relationship that had to perhaps end. I don't know. There's no ending here. Some sort of transition, perhaps a change in how you are. Oh. Or it could be a river to hell to a relationship. But I asked why, and it's because of a relationship. So some sort of union caused you to go through a river to hell, basically. Oh, sorry. Whoever you are. Magician. Yeah. So if we skip to the present, you've got Ace of Coins, the Grail Knight, and the Knight of Skates. Your money's fixed, like your good money. You're going through something, some sort of action, trial, mission, something you're trying to accomplish or find or fix, and you're finding your way through it. There's this Knight of Skates energy. Getting your directions, you're being more assertive, you're taming your fears. The Grail Knight energy is there's this, it's like you have to do something very, what's the word, like poetic, romantic, like a Grail Knight would do, some sort of grand mission or something. But you might have to do something, it might dirty you, or it might impinge on your honor if that's important to you. Like it's the tale of the knight. He goes through this trial, but he might have had some indiscretions along the way. The red frog on the flag here, the spilled cup. He's been torn apart by beasts. All right, so your money's fixed. Knight of Cups again. Okay, so that's from that energy there. So there might be a person in your life who's brought some, or you finding the stabilities fixed your money. Your emotional stability. If you're emotionally stable, your money stays stable. Maybe you've learned this lesson. I don't know. That could be another person. So your money's fixed, and is that making you happy? What's going on? Yeah, you've cleared something like debt. So you got the Seven of Wands, clearance here. So you've cleared something, it might be debt, and now you're transitioning into a better, more calmer waters to do with your money. A Queen of Pentacles. You're turning into a Queen of Pentacles. But this has made you a little bit bored. You feel like you can't just step on a rainbow bridge again. You have to stay content with keeping these things in stable. Five of Cups, ecstasy, Four of Stones, protection. So you're celebrating, yeah. This might be a celebration after whatever happened here in this River to Hell with this relationship that went fucking Pete Tong. I mean, that looks like an awful separation. Five of Cups here, ecstasy is about the joy of moving on from sulking and regret and looking at the past and holding on to the past and what you've lost. Because even though the cups are empty, the cup itself is the vessel, you know, we fill it. The source comes from us, we fill our cups, and they can be filled again. But your money's fixed. You're celebrating the sense of moving on from the past and clearing debt, being more stable. But now you've got this thing to protect, this home, this structure, this 4 of stones, protection. You don't really want anything to come and upset that. It's made you feel more protected as well, having your money sorted and moving on from the past. It's like this little deer can finally rest under this dolmen. So the Grail Knight is some sort of thing you have to do at present. Something you're doing now, which might be not very honourable, but it's like the good intentions. Road to hell paved with good intentions. Also, the universe doesn't know what intentions are. It only reads actions. So however thing you might be doing, you might think you're not going to get bad karma for that because your intentions are good. You're still going to get bad karma for it. 2 of Pentacles challenge. So there's some sort of competition here. Juggling. You're juggling something. Your own insecurities. Juggling. Oh gosh, very 5 of Swords. Frustration. Okay, whatever this is. So your money's fine, your home's fine. You're feeling quite emotionally content with sealing up the past, but like something's going on. Something to do with the Wheel of Fortune. Right, can we just get an answer, please? Let's get some coffee. I need to probably hurry up. I've got to go to work. I should get a little clock. I don't have a clock here. I just kind of guess. All right. The World Tree. The world. Some sort of cycle is completing. That was reversed, but I don't take reversals. Justice. So cycle's completing, and because of that, some sort of justice is being served. And you have to make a decision in which direction you're going. You want things your way. This Ace of Wands. You want things your way. Here's the endurance. Okay, so this is making you feel like you did before. Getting through whatever this past thing is, like you're having to endure again. This journey, this death, something, okay. Something's definitely completing or ending. And you're out in the cold, it feels. But you know how to endure it because you did this before in the past. Okay. Maybe you're afraid that what you're doing will lead you to being out here in the cold. But you can endure it. It's like accepting the consequences of an action. Knowing that it will lead to a death. Not like literally, but something ending. So it could be a friendship or an alliance or a job, a situation, whatever it is. Ace of Wands again. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. 2 aces have come out. But it looks like through whatever you're going through, you are finding your feet again. So look at the Knight of Skates. So you're finding some direction and you're taming your fears. Let's see. What are you taming your fears about? This challenge, okay. All right. So whatever challenge or juggling you're doing here, fighting. Maybe something's challenged your worldview or your idea of something. It's to do with your insecurities. Think about what your insecurities are. Find somebody like a Hierophant who can give you unbiased advice on your insecurities. You want respect. Okay, because you're making money. So you're finding your feet maybe getting this respect or asserting yourself. But yeah, some strange battle here. What's going on, the Grail Knight? Trickery, blaze of glory, trickery, danger, failure, honor, courage. It's a mix. It's like the most complicated hero or anti-hero or villain, or, you know, like a character. The Grail Knight. Tortured Knight. Okay, well, I don't think I have much more to add to that. Let's jump straight into death. Death in the future. Something is definitely going to end, and it looks pretty final here. Like, it appears that whatever is ending is making you very angry, so much so that you want to put a table on your head. But it's saying that you should put a book on your head instead, and you should be intelligent and observe, use your intuition, get advice. You know, this lady's very contemplative. She's, yeah. But it looks like there might be conflict, like because you're angry about something. Maybe it's about what's ended. Something to do with creativity. Of course, the future is subject to change. Everyone's fortunes change. I wouldn't base any major life decisions on advice you hear on YouTube from anyone. This is more about playing with cards for me. I like it. So what's this death? Transformation, death, bad luck, perhaps. Perhaps there's some bad luck. Creativity's popped out again. Something to do with working together on something creative. The wellspring of your creativity. Where you put your roots down here. Connection to the earth. Three of Pentacles is working together, isn't it? But here's the King of Pentacles, the lone wolf energy again. From there. Oh. Right, come on, cards. Stop throwing things out at me. Just tell me. Ten of Swords, instruction. Okay, the end to some sort of instruction or learning. Ten of Swords is an end as well. There's definitely an end here. So Six of Swords and arrow. Six of Arrows, transition. King of Swords. Taking a step on the Rainbow Bridge. Some sort of change. What dies in this instruction? Nine of Arrows, Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, I haven't done my buzzer today. Here, I can have a little think. It's like the end to being taught something or some sort of instruction. It's very difficult. I don't really know. An ending, transition. Balance. Maybe if I look at the Queen of Books, I'll get a better idea. Sorry guys, a bit stumped there. I'll just go quiet. Yeah. Guess you've got to have the gift of gab to keep talking about nonsense. Truth is, my life's pretty boring, so not much I could talk about. Flipping heck. This deck just wants to pop everywhere. Two of Swords, injustice. Okay, so maybe you feel like there's some sort of injustice. Whatever ends, you don't want it to end. It brings you abundance, strength, justice. Your future is very confusing. Page of Wands. Okay, that's down from Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands, sorry. Morning. Seven of Cups. The end of some sort of instruction. where you were learning something is finished in the future. So there is rebirth. Here's a Knight of Wands, but then it's a page. Maybe once you sit and think a bit, you must take your energy back down to a page. It's like you finish something and you think you can just be a knight. Because the Ace of Wands has come up. Some sort of creative endeavor maybe, or something you're working on, a new idea. You can't just jump into knight energy, go out and take action. You have to be a little stoked first. You have the Queen of Books. You have to figure out what's going on. I don't know what the Seven of Cups is. Mourning. Illusions. You might be mourning the fact that the instruction period is ended. Something new is starting. But whatever position you're in, you feel like it's an injustice. That something maybe shouldn't have ended. That you were dedicated and able to be a knight. But it's saying here, it's like you're being demoted. Oh, sorry. I hope you're not. This is just nonsense. Don't listen to me. You might be mourning. Yeah, something. I mean, that could just be like changing status, basically. Some sort of change in status that you feel is an injustice. Because you've been very dedicated. But you've gone down from a knight to a page. Is that what's made you angry? Is this what the Sin of Wrath is? What's this card jumping now? Oh my gosh, Two of Cups. Something about a union. You're angry about two people coming into union. So what are you angry about? What are you angry about? Strength. Injustice. High Priestess. Two of Cups. A commitment. You're angry about some sort of commitment. It's like you've been hunting something you couldn't get. There's Five of Arrows. Frustration. Clashing. Judgment. Decision. A decision. You're really angry about something. Strength. Yeah. Don't know if that's you having to be strong or you're angry about the strength of something. You think the injustice is something. Do you think somebody's got an advantage somehow? An unfair advantage. Here's the Sun. Okay, which goes right back to the beginning. We close the reading with the Sun and we open it. Sun of Life. I always feel like this card's almost burning. You know, this is like you're extremely fucking pissed off. In the future, you're very angry about something. I mean, fair enough, put a table on your head, but maybe don't pick up a knife. Page of Cups. The Altar. Immaturity. Could be a warning as well. So you need to be very strong. If you get really angry about something, don't act immature in the future emotionally. You're angry about something. This is like something ended. Some sort of instruction ended. You feel like you've been very dedicated. I don't know, maybe in that section perhaps you finished in this, whatever this teaching was, you finished as a knight. But you're going back to page energy for some reason. There's some sort of mourning of this end of instruction. I don't understand it. It's like maybe you've decided to go back and strengthen some skills. But yeah, there's a warning here about, well, I mean, it's a warning. I was just going to tell you, you're going to be really angry about something in the future. Yeah, some sort of injustice. High Priestess, some sort of union. I don't know, guys. Anyway, I think I should wrap this up. What should the viewer do? At present, it looks pretty good. Obviously, the Grail Knight's a bit of a tough journey. But for somebody who's gone through the river to hell, should be a doozy. Yeah. You know that something you're doing now is what causes this ending in the future. Yeah? Something you're doing now causes this ending in the future, that something happens that makes you very angry. It's what you're doing now. Some sort of Grail Knight type mission. Yeah. It's like you achieve something, but it's at a cost. Virgin Mother. Motherhood, caring, compassion, divine feminine. Focus on your feminine divine energies. These are Empress energies, but without any sexuality in it at all. It's just pure. There's the Christ child again. It's your pure energy. Go back to this journey you went on where you, maybe this was the instruction you've been under. The spiritual instruction. You need to retain some innocence if you want to be able to take a step into a new direction on the Rainbow Bridge, which came up here. It's like, even though whatever you're doing now causes an ending in the future, there is a way to get back to where you're going. This Page of Wands energy here is like a way out. Even there, it's like, oh, you didn't know you could go under this little stone. Knight of Books. Yeah, so you can go back to just being somebody who works with people. Yeah. Queen of Birds. You gain a lot of knowledge if you go focus on your motherhood, or if you're a man, your fatherhood. Get in touch with your divine feminine energy. Paradise, peace, pleasure, communication. Queen of Ace of Berries, harmony among all living things, happiness and joy. And Kings of the East, stability, authority, gives male pie. It's telling you now. What is Paradise? I haven't read this card, I think. If I can find it. Temperance, that's what I thought. Peace, pleasure, communication. This is the angel, right? Ace of Berries, harmony among all living things. Kings of the East, stability. It's just like, hold all the good things in your life. Just hold them together. Like, you got Temperance, which is the angel. It's like, I can't even describe it. Just focus on the good things. Be stable with your money. Have good male energies around you. Be in harmony with your surroundings. Perhaps focusing on those things will bring you back to that energy at the beginning, the sun, which is, here it's dangerous with this Wrath card. Here it's a new beginning, the first baby steps. Communicate with each other peacefully, bring harmony to your life. Realize that you are the source of harmony in your life. Energies feed off each other. It's difficult being the bigger person all the time, but if you're really desperate for peace, you can find it within yourself. And also tapping into that energy around you. People who make you feel like they're going to bring peace and calm and pleasure into your life. And then being in harmony with everything around you. Honest about your life. Being happy. Look, unicorns come up again. Your experience is valid. Magic, yeah. Pay attention to details. Release resistance. And think about things differently. Okay, that's the message again today. And the message from the angels is, whatever you promise that you haven't fulfilled, our word is our bond, keep yours today. So there's a promise you need to keep today, which you need to keep. All right, folks, that was the reading. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, do the thing. Wherever you are today, hope you're having a good time. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.